This is podcast 5.
Episode 5.
Episode 5, yeah.
Episode 5.
And this is life update, where we've been. We're also going to be talking about Tom's unfortunate Beamer takeaway that got robbed off him by the government.
To be fair, looking at what we're talking about, it's not good times.
No.
Actually.
There's been lots
There's some good points, but
there's lots going on in this one.
busy,
It is like
depressing. If you want to sit there and just maybe just kill yourself, this would be the ideal podcast to put on.
So you just hang around for DPTV and this is it. Life update.
Wait,
Where have we been? What have we been doing, Tom?
welcome to a podcast,
We've already done that one.
series 1. Oh, what? That was a separate
We've
video.
already done, yeah. We already did
Okay.
the intro.
Right,
What have we been doing, Tom?
take 2.
Technical malfunctions on the camera.
Just starting again. That's why I'm a little bit confused. Right, I'm not just stupid.
Never happened before.
So where you been, Dave?
I'm being old, Tom. What have you been doing?
I've been at home, partly.
Basically, we haven't been on here, have we? We haven't done anything together in almost a month.
Yeah, more than that.
Was it more than? I reckon it's about a month.
Yeah, about a month. Nah, it's more. Yeah, it is a month. It's at least, yeah, it is.
Tom's been really busy.
You posted some stuff since then. You posted the thing,
Yeah.
the other podcast episode since then, but that wasn't. Yeah, it was over a month ago. We've done anything together.
We've had some important stuff to do. Though,
Apart
haven't
from a bit of ice bathing, didn't we?
we? Oh yeah.
Was that? Was that what we're
When did you
Ice bathing's for gays.
Can't say that.
I like ice bathing.
Andrew Tate says that.
Andrew Tate says that. He's a really homophobic of him.
Yeah, it's quite homophobic of him.
It's because he can't ice bath because he's scared of it.
Yeah. I'd say
Basically, that's the truth.
doesn't like to do it. He wants to be in the heat, apparently. Anyway, yeah, we did the ice bath. That was all right, wasn't it? We made a video. If you haven't seen the video, go and check out on the page.
There's a few videos, isn't there?
Yeah,
It was alright. I liked it.
I've
It's a lot warmer now. It's not proper ice bath and temp, is it? I mean, to be fair, when I say a lot more, I was like, what, 4 degrees warmer?
I've done it a few times since. Like
You did one on your own. I was surprised you did one on your own.
I've done
Wow.
a couple of my
Yeah.
own. Yeah.
One that you videoed, I saw.
I need to do it at least once or twice a week. I'll be happy with that. I don't think you need any more than that.
Andrew Tate says. You only need it once in your lifetime. Unless you're a big puff.
No comment. We're getting around this, but yeah. What did you think about it? Did you feel?
I really liked it. Well, basically, when we done cold water swimming before, like, not with you, like when I've done it with whoever, Ed and Johnny and that do it sometimes. In the sea, basically, normally. I don't mind it, it's alright in the water, but I don't know, not really a massive fan. I don't like the anticipation, I don't like the ages of walking down to the sea, and
I suppose if you're in the sea, you're swimming around and that as well, so you're kind of still generating heat.
yeah, it is different. It's not as cold either, because when we've gone swimming in the sea, we've gone swimming in the sea, so maybe not like the middle of summer, but not the middle of winter, do you know what I mean? So it's not as cold. So you do it for a lot longer as well, but it's not the same. I'd rather take that little hot, shorter, more intense cold blast.
I did kind of find myself with more energy, I reckon, and I definitely felt benefit. I had a bad back, and I definitely felt benefits. I have a bad back now, and I need to go and do it because
Okay.
I reckon that knocks the inflammation out.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you? That's funny actually, because I was speaking to someone at school yesterday, one of the parents, and she had a well bad back. She'd never found out what it was, she didn't know what it was. And she hadn't been able to run for 4 months. She can go on a walk now, but she couldn't even walk before. And I said, She said something about being bored, like because she can't go run. I said, mate, you should just do something exciting, go in the sea. It's freezing, like go for a freaking. Like, nah, that will make my bad back come back. But to be fair, it might be do the complete opposite because it's not fixed that back, so it might actually fix it, mightn't it?
Yeah, or it can when you're getting in and you're so stiff.
Well, that's what everyone thinks about it, though.
Yeah.
That is in my mind what I think. Like, oh yeah, you'd screw your back because you're cold for ages, and you like tense, but you've got to not tense in that water. It's too cold to do that almost, isn't it? You have to relax. You can't tense because you're breathing and stuff. You have to be like.
All about that breathing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all about the breathing.
For the first few seconds you get in, it's like shut down mode in it until you just go. Just start like slowing everything down a bit.
I think I got up to over 2 minutes or something.
2 days in the ice bath.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, fair play.
Which is
First,
alright.
yeah. It was like some of them cold as well. When it was like, what was it? It was 6 degrees.
Mm.
One of them. One of them was a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I did
One of
5
them was-
degrees. And the last one I did, the water was like 10 degrees, but it was freezing outside, so I had to put a load of them big chunky ice cubes in there. Waited like over an hour or something, and it brought it down to about 8.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did it? So I went freshwater swimming as well, didn't I, the other day?
Mm.
See that video?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't put a video on myself actually, but someone else put a video on me. But that's cold, mate. It's like the middle of winter, freshwater river. That was cold.
I have one of the smartwatches, and like I wanted to see my heart rate.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to watch my heart rate and get some sort of readings about what's going on when I jump in. I haven't done it yet. I just wanted to see what's going on in my body.
Yeah, you had that watch for ages.
I know, yeah, but it's in the cupboard now because I ain't got a Huawei phone anymore. Got that Samsung, so I got this really expensive watch that I ain't used.
You can still use it, right?
I've still got the other phone, but
God, was it got to be connected to that phone?
no, I can connect to the other phone. I still use the other phone anyway, but
No, but can it connect to any phone?
I might be able to download an
Does it
app.
connect straight to North Korea?
straight to Kim Jong. Wasn't it Kim Jong Un?
Ooh, ew. Oh. Yeah, I think you should come river though. Do a river swim.
I did it with Gary.
Go
Did
there.
you ever see Gary?
The Gary. Really?
We went to
The captain. Lynmouth.
Lorna Doone.
It's the same river. That'd be the Westland probably, wouldn't it? It's the Eastland and the Westland.
There's like
They join at
there's
Water's
like
Meet.
what's it called?
Water's Meet.
I'm trying. It's Cloud Farm or something.
What? Not where we went camping.
Not where we no.
Nah, no. I've heard of all of this. It is out that way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Cloud Farm down there, and it's got a river that runs right by it.
Yeah.
Gary dived off the rocks into the river, and that it's like got that deep bit. I was
Yeah.
for sure he's gonna smash his nose on some sort of rock.
It's really
and that.
like because the water's really dark. It's super clear, but it's like looks black from when you're above it, doesn't it? So if you put your hands in that, you can see it's super clear, but it's like I don't know what it is in there. It looks like black. It's
just algae and stuff. Like that,
yeah.
isn't it?
Well, dangerous to go diving in. Right, you're looking underneath.
But he's been going there for years.
Okay,
so
fair
he
enough.
knows where he's.
He knows there's
diving.
no trees there that have fallen down. I've got to wait some
Well, yeah. Knows there's no dead bodies in there from diving.
The pile of dead bodies. No, because last year in the summer, still freezing. Those rivers are still freezing in the summer. If you ever touch it, fresh water's freezing. Obviously, it's colder in the winter.
I reckon it's colder than the sea.
Yeah, always. All the time. Always, yeah. I would say in the summer, the river's as cold as the sea is in the winter.
Really?
Nearly. Maybe.
Just making this stuff up.
I am just making this up. Basically, it's definitely
Feels
colder.
like it.
It is definitely colder. Well, anyway, I went swimming with the kids in the summer. We wore wetsuits so we could actually swim there, stay there. And we took masks and snorkels and all that. We were proper swimming in the river. And there was some mad bits. So this was like the Eastland that we went up. And there's some quite big pools, like wide, I don't know, like the size of this room or whatever, a bit bigger. big room here, by the way. So this is like
Massive.
10 by 5 metre, something like that, a bit more. And like there's some deeper bits and that, loads of fish, loads of little trout, loads of little other little fish and that, just swimming around the whole time. And then we just like started exploring down the river, just like floating down. Like some bits you'd have to walk through, where like because it's summer, the river's not well deep. So there's bits that are like you can't really slide through as well. But there's some bits where it's like nice and smooth rock, and you just slide them through like little slides. And then you come to some bits, and then it'd be like, well, maybe like a metre or something wide, and you're just expecting it to not be deep. And then you swim under, and it's like 10 foot deep, like this massive crack like that. Yeah. And you go down, it's like cavernous underneath, and again loads of fish in that. And because like it looks really dark from above, people disappear, and you think like you'd be able to see them, they're just there, and all of a sudden they're like miles away and they're down the river. Well, cool. It's really cool. It's sick to swimming.
I'll have to go then.
Yeah, get some GoPro footage.
Oh, defo.
Yeah, it's mad.
Defo. Better than the surfboard GoPro sort of thing.
Yeah, probably. It's good. Yeah, it's well cool.
Yeah, we'll have to go at that.
Well, because basically I was thinking about it as well, because the other day when I went swimming up the river, like the only reason I ended up going in the water was because we were going to swim, and then we were like, no, we're not going to swim. And then, because we'd mentioned it, one of the kids was like, yeah, I'm going to swim. And they're like, start taking their clothes off and that. I was like, whoa, wait there, because we didn't have any towels, anything like that. It's like middle of winter, like ice cold water. And like, I said to them, just feel the water. Basically, then you won't want to go in because you'll feel like cold is. Oh yeah, feels good, let's go. I was like, whoa. Wait there. So in the end, anyway, a couple of the kids got into like waist deep, realised it was proper freezing and they weren't actually going to swim. But by that time, I was like, I'm going in with you just in case anything happens. So I was actually in the water swimming, waiting. And I was like, come on, if you're going to swim, you've got to swim now because I'm going to have to get out soon. But so that reminded me of swimming with the kids again up there, so we're going to do it with all of them. But we'll get some GoPro footage, it'd be nice.
Do you reckon it was colder than the bath?
See, I don't know, because a lot of it, I think, is in your head, basically. I thought it was going to be way colder than the ice bath. So for that reason, it didn't feel as bad when I got in. Because really? I had in my head it was going to be so cold. I was like, this is going to be bad, awful. Like... And then when I got in, it just sort of felt the same. Maybe I'm a bit used to it as well from the ice bathing. But I think because I had in my head, oh my god, it's going to be so bad, I was like, this is alright. It's cold, like obviously freezing, but it's alright. It was nice. It was nice actually. I enjoyed it. So I said I'm keen to do it again actually soon. I had
to do a bit of maintenance on that the other day.
On the ice bath?
Yeah, I've rebuilt the underneath bit, like the stand for it. But I had to drain it and clean it out.
Oh right.
Last time I got in, like I put my feet down, it was slippy as hell, stagnant water, it's just going to grow like algae on the bottom and that. So I had to drain it all out, give it a fairy liquid out and everything, and refill it up, it was all good to go.
Feel like Coca-Cola?
Well, no. Still thinking about doing it with seawater actually.
Yeah, that will last a lot longer as well.
I think it's probably better for you than normal water. All the fluoride and chlorine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But how am I going to pump seawater up from? Well, get a pump.
Exactly that. How am I going to pump seawater into my thing?
How am I going to pump it up with an electric pump? All the way up. Water wise.
How am I going to pump water through a hose
with a pump?
With an electric pump from the sea into my ice bath. Yeah. It then goes stagnant as quick because of the salt. A lot of algae and that can't live in salt basically, can it?
It'd be good for your skin, I reckon, as well, wouldn't it?
It is. Salt is good for your skin.
So ice bathing.
So we did it.
Go watch it.
We did it. We're gonna carry on doing it maybe.
You need to get one. Tom's gonna get
I'm gonna get a chest freezer.
Like one that you buy your ice lollies in.
Yeah. So we're gonna be icing up. Well, the thing is, in the summer, you're gonna have to put bare ice in yours, or it ain't gonna cold enough. I don't even know how cold it has to be. I feel like anything under 10 degrees is.
I think 5 degrees is like probably. Once you get, I
think anything under 10 is freezing. It's like you're like that. Oh my shit! So.
But like, you know, when you see these videos of people, I was explaining this to Sasha because she's like,
there's ice on top.
yeah, I was explaining this to Sasha. She was like, oh well, people
Ain't
are
got
not
ice.
even going to believe you that it ain't even cold because there's no ice on the top. But the way ice works on like in a pond or something like that, when it freezes over, when it's really really cold, the ice on the top actually freezes, and then
0 degrees.
and it insulates what's underneath.
Yeah, it does.
So-
To a degree, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so what's underneath, because otherwise,
That'd be frozen if it's cold. If it's
Yeah.
0 degrees, yeah.
and the layer of ice would drop every time, so it would be heavier than the water. Otherwise, it would. Bear with me with this one. It was something to do with if water's denser than ice, or
No.
something like that, or is it the other way around?
The water's,
Otherwise,
sorry, did you say water's denser than
Yeah.
ice? Yeah, correct. Dave, sorry.
Otherwise, when it freezes, the ice would freeze on the top, and then it would be too heavy and fall down, and then it would freeze again on the top and fall down, and we would have no fish in any of the.
You haven't got any fish in your ice bath. Anyway,
But anyway,
off
topic.
if it's icy on top and you crack it, it's probably going to be like 4 degrees maybe.
It still is, yeah,
And we ice by your one was 5 degrees and one of them wasn't it?
yeah.
It's freezing. I reckon. I would like to see someone tell the difference between 5 degrees and like
It
8
can't.
degrees.
It can't be any colder than 0 degrees
Yeah, I know,
because
yeah.
it would just be one block of ice.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's it. It can never be colder than 1 degree.
Yeah.
But if I don't think you could tell that much. I don't think anyone can really tell that much difference if it was 1 degree or if it was like 8 degree. Both of them are freezing.
Yeah.
Basically.
5 degrees was cold enough.
Well, obviously, it is colder 1 degree. You might tell, but it's not like 8 degrees nice.
And it's probably really, really bad for you actually when it starts getting that cold. Start like
So what would you say,
frostbiting
Seth?
your skins and stuff like that.
Maybe if you're worse.
Maybe if you're Andrew Tate. Right, moving on.
Moving on, because we talked about ice bath and loads, but we actually did it. So
Yeah, we actually did that.
complete. Got a t-shirt. Completed.
Carrying on.
Next thing.
What's it say on the list there, Tom?
It says, "Where have you been?
Where have you been, Tom?
Where have I been?
I've been trying to prop up the channels, filling in the extra little bits.
I've been doing a little bit. The
Yeah.
extra little extra bits.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
On the Instagram. If you're not on the Instagram, go and look at the Instagram.
DPTGTV.
It's all the same.
But I've been working hard, Dave, and I.
Yeah, mate.
Do you know what that means?
No, I only do 12-hour night shifts, 4 days a week. Don't know nothing about work.
Well, I have been working hard though. I've been doing days and nights, and I had to have mum look after the kids in the evenings, and I've had to not surf. And it's been majorly bad. Actually, not cool.
Not surfing's good for you, Tom.
It's not, Dave.
It is, mate.
It's not.
It is.
No one has ever said that ever and been right.
I just said that, and I'm right.
Nah, not true.
You actually got some stuff done instead of going out surfing all the time.
Yeah, I got some stuff done, which is like not as important as surfing. Dave, health and happiness is number one priority above all. This is what the Buddha said.
So it's having money to be healthy and happy.
If you don't need money to have health,
Well,
what does the richest man in our town look like? Do you know him? I won't say his name, but
Dave Petty.
nah, the guy that lives down there.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm about?
yeah. He's got that house on the seafront next to
Mm.
the lifeboat. He's the richest man in town.
Mm.
What does he look like?
Like he can't walk, like he's really ill.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I would bet he swapped all of his money for being healthy. Well, no, probably.
I would.
Mm.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. But obviously you've got a good few years in you yet before you get like that.
Yeah, that's not just because he's old though. Yeah, he's got a problem.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
But you see, yeah.
I'll tell you who he is later, but after this, so you know, you wouldn't know what I'm about. You'll know why he's the richest man in Coombs as well. Probably. Apart from them new Albanians. Mafia type. Yeah. So what else? What's been on then as well, Dave?
Started the golf project, mate. Project Golf.
Yeah, I'm impressed with your video.
Restoration. That's just the first of many to come.
No, it's good though. It's informative. It's well done for a non-mechanic, especially.
Like I said, I need to get the camera on the head so I can actually do everything.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was just like picking up the camera. I'm showing what I've done.
Well, that's why it's quite good, because you do still go through what you've done and what you're doing, and you're looking at the bit that I'm going to take this off, pointing this. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to lift this here so I can do that. Whereas a lot of other people try and do a little bit, doing it one-handed, and they're just like, oh shit, it's not working, so they just basically give up.
Yeah.
And they're like, done.
Yeah. There's a guy I think he's called Chris Fix It or something on YouTube, and that's what he does all the time. He's got the GoPro on his head. But
keep doing this.
all you can see is his hands all the time. It's like Call of Duty or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he's talking. He does voiceover on his videos.
Okay.
But it's just like, yeah, it looks really good.
All right.
But I still want to be able to see what's going on and stuff. You need like multiple cameras. I don't know. But yeah, that mini series. Well, it's not going to be a mini series. It's going to be an ongoing series. I want at least 240, 250 brake out of that car, which isn't really a lot to ask for, really. Some people have taken that. It's already it starts off 140.
Okay.
It does, because it's got a little tuning chip in. We dynoed it when I.
So where does it start off at then?
140.
130.
So it starts off at 130.
It's called a 130 PD.
But when I went and had I had it on the dyno. I had it on a dyno, didn't I? Before it blew up, and I was. I said to the guys, I was like,
"What? When you was getting it mapped?"
Yeah, and I was like, let's see what this actual chip's actually doing, and it actually gave 10 extra horsepower.
Really?
And it was like 20 quid chip. That's pretty good. 20 quid for 10 horsepower.
Yeah.
That's not bad, is it?
Oh, what? A little thing you plug in the. Is it in the air sensor?
Yeah.
Right.
Plugs to the fuel and
just says maximise the fuel.
That's what it says. It's supposed to get more economy and more horsepower, and it did.
Definitely didn't get both of them.
Definitely got 10 horsepower.
Yeah.
Because we did it without it. It was 130.
Oh really?
We did it with it.
Really? Did
and
you?
It was 140.
Did you actually?
Yeah, we did actually do that.
Definitely don't do more. Get better fuel economy.
I don't know.
I don't reckon. I don't think you can do that.
But we got.
I'm quite impressed that they did that actually.
I was quite impressed as well, and even the guys at the tuning place were like, "Well, actually."
Yeah, well,
actually,
what they totally thought they was going to show you.
Yeah,
you like dropping power.
Don't do nothing. You don't need one of them. They don't do nothing. Blah 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 blah. And he was like, "Oh, well, it did actually give us 10 horsepower." I was like, "Oh."
Well.
And it was like a 20 quid little box.
Then what did you do after that?
Then he blew it up.
Blew up the car. Standard. Basically what most tuners do, innit?
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed with that whole thing. Almost cried. Almost just started smashing that car up. So annoyed. I love that car. I still love it now. And I'm gonna kill it, or no one's gonna get to kill it. I'm gonna kill that car.
What, someone crashed into you?
Well, I'll kill them.
It starts at 130 horse. And you're gonna go for 250.
At least 240, 250.
At least 250. At least 240.
At least 240.
Maybe more than 250.
Nah, 240. 240 is my minimum.
So between 240 and 250. Actually, quite specific now.
Yeah.
It's nearly double the horsepower, Dave.
The uprated.
You can do maths.
The uprated intercooler that I'm getting for it is rated up to about 240. So that's what I really want to take up to.
Do you know what my intercooler is rated for?
What?
On my car, starts at 150 rate. It's maybe like 220, that 230. But it's good. With the bits on it, it can be mapped maybe 280. I wouldn't like to do that. 260 would be good. Probably still blow up then, so I would rather not do that. 250 would be ideal. Intercool's rated for 1,000 brake. I think that's overkill.
You just get lag.
You do?
Yeah, massive lag. Till you tune it properly, at least. You might
But it's just so much boost pipe to charge. It just takes a little while to do that anyway. But it makes it feel faster, that. So it's like...
Yeah.
Just feels a bit more racier.
Yeah. And get a hybrid turbo on there.
I told you it was good, didn't I?
Yeah.
I got hybrid turbo on mine. X-Man turbos.
I think I've seen them pop up when I was having a quick look around.
Probably because I talked about it on your phone. It's like locked in. X-Man turbos. I don't know if he's still about, but he used to sell them on Facebook. It's just a guy that built them.
Really?
Yeah. Like they were like the cheapest, half decent hybrid turbos at the time. You just like spend loads of money on hybrid turbos, can't you?
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to Volkswagen and you say, "Could I have a new turbo?" Do you know how much that is?
About 700 quid or something.
Is that it? Oh, fair enough. If you go to Beamer...
When they blew up my turbo...
Well, oh, is it? If I go to Beamer and ask for turbo, they will charge you like 1,500 quid. Whereas my X-Man turbo is like 900 quid or something. You can get a turbo for like a legit, real, whatever, Garrett one or whatever it is. Like it'd be refurbed or whatever. Maybe some different brand, I don't know. But like, I don't know, 300 or 400 quid.
I think the one that I got I bought mine a refurb one, and that was about 300 quid.
Yeah. So,
and I'm not even sure whether that's the issue which I have with the car, that it doesn't work properly though. So that's why I want to change out the turbo anyway. Sasha's turbo, I don't know how much that costs, but all
you're talking Korean again now.
Yeah, it's all working again.
Oh, is it? I've seen her driving that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all back and working again. How much do you reckon it cost Barry Hughes?
Oh, what? Is that the guy with the Bosch thing above?
Yeah.
At the top of the end of the Mudford Road?
Yeah.
He's sick.
Took it in there.
He maps as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know he maps.
He does, I'm sure he maps.
But, yeah.
He's a right diesel head.
Full turbo replacement. That's what...
What? To put a new turbo on that car?
Put a new turbo on that
car.
Do
all the work. Yeah.
And obviously to buy the turbo.
Alright.
How much? Bear in mind, Kia quoted 3 grand, 3,400.
Right.
£3,400.
I'll say 1.6.
1.6 on the dot.
Is it?
Well, just a little bit more.
Oh my God.
Closer to 1.7, but yeah. I thought that was pretty decent as far as an independent garage.
Was that a good estimate? What?
Yeah, even
fucking
another
hell.
independent garage, like just up the road in Mullicourt, like some nobody.
Robbins.
Near Robbins. Some nobody though. He wanted $2,500 to do it.
Oh.
So it's like.
Barry's just a boy.
I know, yeah. I was pretty impressed. I was pretty happy with the whole.
Do you know what? Right. Remember Dan had that Mercedes van, the long wheelbase Sprinter, and it was something. He had loads of issues with the engine. Something went wrong with the engine, like loads of issues, and he was like moaning at someone because they should. I can't remember what it was. But they should have fixed it, and basically he got it like taken miles away to the people who bought it from or something. And was like, you should be fixing this, and they were like, oh, it's gonna. And they started taking his engine apart, and they were like, "Oh, it's fucked. Like, we're not gonna do nothing with it. You can have your van back, like the engine taken apart and that." And he was like, "Ah." And then basically, he got it somewhere else. He got it some other garage. He spent thousands and had the engine rebuilt, basically. And then he went to Barry Hughes, maybe to get a bit or something for it or something. And he told him the story, and Barry's like, Mercedes still sell them engines brand new. I think it was $6,000 you could buy the whole engine for, and he said it's quite a piece of business to drop in. Dan spent more than that on getting this one fixed. He could have had a actual brand new engine from Mercedes.
That's hard.
He was like, oh my god. So basically he didn't get rid of the van for ages. He was like, I've spent too much on it. Started rusting away. He's like, I'm keeping it. You would feel gutted.
He just parks outside his neighbours' houses now, doesn't he?
What? He hasn't got that one.
He's got like three.
Has he still got that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it?
Just uses advertising.
Really long one?
I think so.
Takes up like, just like, I don't know how many.
His neighbours used to complain about
parking
his cars
when the
outside
parking
the house.
spaces like that, you could pull into them, and I think it was 5 parking spaces it took up.
I know you used to park at Tesco's, and it was just like you should just take
Sticking
the bay
out.
and the other bay
And
in
sticking
front.
out still, probably. Yeah. It's mentally long.
Oh no, yeah.
They're cool patterns. They are mentally long. But yeah. Barry Hughes, I'm going to ask him about mapping my car. I just want to map it safely. I want to get it back.
Might get him to have a look at mine then. I think he charges about £65 an hour, which is
Really?
pretty. That's what he was charging to have a look at the car.
There isn't any garage that's like cheaper than that.
I couldn't believe it. It's like when I went into, like I told you, when I went into Kia, and then I was like, I told Sasha to take a car in. I said, I'll pay for it to see whether they can diagnose what the problem is. And she come back with like £350 bill. I was like, what? Just to have a look at it. Like 2 hours they had it in there for. It's like £150 an hour. I'm thinking, oh well, it can't be more than 70-80 quid an hour. £150 an hour. The mechanic doesn't get more than £20 an hour. How many mechanics they got on it? Where does the rest of the money go?
7.5 by now.
That's crazy. I think Nissan's £170 an hour or something.
But they work on GTRs.
Mate, not around here they don't.
They do.
They work on Dukes and Qashqais.
Yeah, them Koreans must be.
They
must be buying bare missiles.
needs to be getting investigated, I reckon, Gary.
To be getting investigated.
Get the financial ombudsman on that crap.
They tell you before, don't they? How much it is an hour?
Well, you might have told Sasha, but they didn't tell me, did they? So that, the only reason
I think
they told
Sasha
me-
needs to get investigated.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
She needs to do some investigating herself when she looks. When she puts it in there.
The woman said when I spoke, because I phoned
All
them,
that money is probably going to nuclear warheads as well.
Probably. County garages, yeah.
As you know. You know Barry Hughes don't buy no nukes.
Kia county garages.
My car got towed, didn't it, Dave? What?
What, them big stickers on it that says under investigation, didn't give it away, did it?
No. Who would even know what they meant?
Who towed it, Tom?
I don't know.
Government.
The government.
They were like, what is this top secret project
FBI.
that someone's been working on? This is like having a rocket ship.
It was under investigation because it's a badass vehicle. It was. They want to investigate how someone can make something so badass.
Because you what looked like a private land but wasn't actually private land.
They knew, didn't they? Council somehow knew.
Probably.
Council knew it was a Devon County Council road. In all fairness, though, don't look after that road for shit. Little punks.
I know, yeah.
I wasn't impressed with them, to be fair, the council. I had a right moan at them as well. I know it didn't have tax and MOT, but I was working on it, wasn't I? Getting it done to get.
Put a roof rack on it.
I had a sticker on it saying under investigation. Do you know what? It does say on that thing, that's what I realised later on, under investigation, call this number. I remember I whinged and said it didn't say that. But then there's 2 bits on there they should fill out. It says the officer is investigating it and the reference number they've got for it. So they filled out neither of them. I was pretty pissed off they didn't do that. Anyway, that's why. Well, that's not why I didn't do anything. I was fixing it, and it was just I had some dramas, but it was getting fixed. But there's the one round the corner around there. It's gone now, isn't there?
Yeah.
So apparently, I said that was over there. That was there for over a year. That was there for over 2 years with one of them stickers on.
They went around about the same time, though.
Yeah, I know. But mine, how long was mine for? Less than 2 months,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Under investigation.
Yeah. But they're investigating that other one for 2 years.
Just walking past it like, well, it ain't moved yet. Oh, they've put some more stuff in there.
One of the reasons I wasn't in a massive rush
Yeah.
to get it sorted. So I was like, oh, right, they ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah.
They might do something eventually.
But the ironic thing is, Tom, we were down there putting that roof rack on and we seen a tow truck come past, followed by a council van.
Yeah. I said, didn't I?
And I laughed about it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're definitely on the lookout for someone. And we both laughed about it. Then we both went round mine to do an ice bath. And you come back. Where's my car?
Just giant skid marks down the road where they just dragged it onto the lorry.
But matey boy definitely lied to you because he said that he said they never seen anyone there, did they? And they were definitely looking for that car, and they seen us both there.
Nah, he said he saw some people there or whatever, and then come back and we weren't there, and asked the builders at opposite of doing the steps if they knew where we were or whatever, and they was like, no, I don't know. And he said he waited around for it and then just dragged it. I don't know what happened. Mate was sound though, he was actually sound. Took it to the compound.
Just doing his job, I guess, and then...
Yeah, he was, yeah. Council people, they've got much better things to do. Like, look over the other side of the road, just like rubbish all around the bins, just shit everywhere. They're like, oh, let's just drag this guy's car so we can charge him some money. And he can't get his car on the road as quick. Yeah, wicked. Such a bunch of cunts. Right, so, do you know, right, to be fair, when I spoke to them as well on the phone, the ladies on the phone, in the office or whatever for the council, were actually really helpful and sound, but they had no information to go on because the officer had not filled out the forms right, and he hadn't got a reference number, hence why he hadn't put one on my stickers.
Do you reckon it was Johnny's brother?
No, it won't, because he's not going to do that.
He's not.
I know. He didn't give me his name. And anyway, I put a complaint about it, about being shit. And do you know what they said? Because I said, oh yeah, it didn't have it didn't have a reference number. And I said it didn't have a telephone number to ring, although the telephone number is on that sticker. It just didn't have the officer and the reference number. And anyway, I know it shouldn't have been there, but I was just saying they didn't do it right either. So I wanted to tell them that they didn't do shit right. And I tried trying to get hold of them for a week. Yeah, so listen to this. Trying to get hold of them. So the car disappears, and I ring up, and they're like, "Oh, don't know nothing about it." I'm like, "Really?" They're like, "Oh, phone." So this is Devon County Council. They were like, "No, this is North Devon Council." They're like, "Oh, phone Devon County Council." So I ring Devon County Council. It seems a little bit more legit. They're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, what's the problem?" I said, "Oh, my car had some stickers on saying under investigation. It's been towed. I just want to find out what's happened now I get back." And they go, "Oh, we don't tow cars. That can't be us because we don't tow cars. We don't do nothing to that." I was like, "What? Someone robbed it?" They're like, "Phone North Devon Council." So I'm like, "Oh, what? These are the people that told me to ring you." Anyway, if you go back to North Devon Council, they're like, oh, wait there, actually, let me just speak to this person, speak to that person. Anyway, because they hadn't done it properly, they didn't know at first they'd taken my car. And then they were like, "Oh, we have taken your car, yeah. I'm like, alright, cool, so what do I do about getting it back?" And they're like, "Oh, we'll try and get you to the officer that's taken it, so we can speak to him and you can find out what to do." Anyway, can't get me through to him. He was like away for some amount of days, just didn't pick up his phone, apparently too busy, whatever. So I'm like, "Oh, what do I do?" And they're like, "Oh, you'll get a letter in the post, definitely, saying how to pay the fine and where to collect it from." And I was like, "Alright." So this was like on a Monday, the car got taken. Or was it? It was on a Tuesday. The following Monday, so 6 days later, I get a letter. Bear in mind, I didn't see it until I come back from work on Monday night. So I see this letter that says, "From the date of this letter, you have 7 days to pay for your car, or it'll be crushed." I'm getting this letter basically 7 days after. It's sent for second class. You can see the stamp on it. It was dated, whatever it was dated on it was dated the Monday, but then the stamp, when they actually sent it, was on the Tuesday, so they obviously didn't do it till later. So I'm like, "Mate, this can't be still cool, can it?" They're like, "Oh, well, it's not our fault if it takes whatever and to come in second round." I'm like, "It is your fault, because you could post it first class, couldn't you?" It's like, however much more, 40p more, post a letter first class, and it will come next day. "Oh, right, yeah. So anyway, they did waive some fees in the end, but I was like, if this is your policies, this is just like all backwards to start with, it's just dumb. So anyway, I wrote all this just to say, not even to be like, I said, it'd be nice to have some money back, because you fucked me around basically, didn't do it properly. Didn't think I'd get anything. Anyway, they waived some of the fee, because they charge you for every day they've got it. And like a charge on top or whatever and that. But I just said, look, I'm just trying to point out how shittily you're doing it as well, like, because it's not right. And then anyway, they got back to me. Like I said, the people in the office were fine. It's just the actual wardens for the collection of the car and that was shit. And they got back to me. Do you know what they said? They was like, Well, you can see very clearly on social media that this car is parked out here with the thing on the front. So you know your videos you put on of me working on the car. They're like, there's social media videos, and it's got under investigation stickers on. We've got evidence of it. And I was like, that wasn't what I was actually pointing out. I was pointing out that you can't. They haven't got they haven't filled in the thing.
So there's video evidence of you trying to get it back on the road again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I know. Unluckily, the video's not good enough quality, or it's like too much light. You can't see on the white sticker. Can't see whether it's filled in or filled out or not.
So someone's been watching that.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Fucking bunch of cunts.
That's nuts. How they seen
Pissed me
that?
right off. I was so pissed off when it got dragged that day. Pissed off for ages. Pissed right off.
How much did it cost you in the end?
How much must be done? I would almost right. Well, it was not right. It's a Stinger, whatever it is. I think it was like 260 quid.
Oh, do you know what happened to me the other day?
What?
I'll tell you.
Got a parking ticket.
About the Audi. How since October of last year, I've had no tax on it.
Alright.
And I got a letter through from some debt collecting agency saying you're being charged £80 because you don't have any tax on your thing. But what I don't get is, so because I didn't update the logbook on the car when I moved.
What the address?
But I've updated my license, so the DVLA passed all my details onto this debt collection agency.
Oh, what, with your new address?
Yeah. But the DVLA couldn't find me to send me a letter to say
Your taxes run out.
Yeah, my taxes run out. You owe a fine. So so the debt collectors had contacted me by post to my new address anyway, using my license.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why did they have to do that? Why couldn't they? So I had to pay 80 quid.
Sounds like laziness to me, Dave.
I know, yeah, plus my 35 quid for the year, which isn't that bad.
Is that it?
I know, yeah, 35 quid for the
What?
year. I know. I couldn't believe it when I bought the car either. Mate boy was like, yeah, we've put tax on your car. I was like, oh, how much was that? It's like 35 quid. Oh, 35 quid a month. No, for the year. I was like, what? Because I've got to stop start on it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why. 2 litre 30 turbo diesel and £35.
Does it puff out like baby dolphins or something like the exhaust?
It's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, so
I think mine's 280.
I've been driving around
No, it's not.
all around the country,
220.
all around the country with no tax on that car. Could have been towed at any time, anywhere.
Wish I'd let the council know.
I couldn't believe it.
I'd have got that bad boy towed.
Because with my other car, it comes out every month and it just renews itself.
Yeah.
Every year, because you do it every month. But when you do it yearly, unless I always used to get a reminder in the post or an email.
Some more of that story then, Dave.
Moral of that story is I can drive around with no tax and be fine.
Moral of that story is update your logbook address.
I've done that.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah, to be fair, a few years ago you was right to drive around that tax. When I say a few years ago, I mean like more than 5 years ago. Now they just clamp you, don't they?
Oh yeah, you don't get anything now. You have to do something, don't you?
Or you have to declare it sawn, don't you?
Before,
so it's like
before the date of your...
Yeah, so it's like you've proven that you know that it's off-road, whereas before you could just, it's like sort of like you didn't notice it and you've forgotten.
It's just another scam to get more money out of people who forget about it.
Well, yeah, I do sort of agree with that.
It is, because you could... Back in the day, when your tax ran out, you were sawn.
Yeah.
And then if you got caught, your car's sawn. So now it's not sawn, and you're just going to get...
No, if it's not sawn, you get a fine straight away.
That's what I mean. Did it not used to go straight to sawn?
No, it'd just be nothing. Like no man's land.
Oh, right.
That was the grey area.
Just another load of crap.
Yeah.
Go
well,
on,
anyway,
Stinger.
hopefully, get my car back.
Yeah, we're doing some cruises. We're going to do some videos on your
Maybe
car.
at the end of this week.
I'm going to do a big clean-up on it. Do a proper
So
detail.
listen to this, right? So I've got some bits from Beamer. BMW used to be so good at ordering parts. I know it's because of different BMW. When I used to get bits from Bridgewater BMW, go in there, mate, it was sound as, and be well helpful, and loads of time I'd have bits on the shelf as well. You just say you want this bit for like a whatever it was, 15-year-old car, and they're like, oh, we've got a couple of them, we've got one, or if not, we'll get it in tomorrow. So I don't know if it's because it's different now. I feel like it is different. Maybe it's like it's a Virtue maybe that owns this BMW company, this BMW branch or whatever. Anyway, you ring the number, doesn't go through to the branch you want to go through to, you've got to go through like to the hub. Then you tell them what bits you want and like where you want it to the Barnstable branch or whatever. So then you tell them what parts you want, part number or whatever, and they go, okay, cool, we'll give you a ring back. So then they ring you back to take payment like a day later, and then they order it in once they've done that. So it's just another whole fuck around. So I missed that call back.
That's unlike you, Tom. You missed a phone call.
So I rang them on the weekend when I went to go and pick it
phone.
up, or the day before the weekend. I was like, oh, just checking, you got this part in for me that I ordered like earlier in the week. And they're like, Hugh, Mr. Greenwood, eh? Oh, I can't find that. And I'm like, but I think I had a missed call from you at the start of the week. Just, I'm assuming that was you telling me it was in stock. I'll come get it. They're like, that would have been us ringing you back to take payment, so then we can order it for you. I was like, what's the point of that? Why didn't you just take payment on the phone to start with?
Yeah.
They're like, oh. And I was like, right, can I just pay for it? And like, anyway, they're like, well, I have it in. They did have it in 2 days, and it was like in the afternoon. I rang, so it was alright. I still had it on the weekend, but what a dumbass way around shit. I don't know. Hi BMW. So I had to sit into BMW. Went in there, said, can I collect these parts? He's like, parts guys just popped out. Why don't you sit down and have yourself a coffee, sir?
Mr. Greenwood, eh? Teach you to mess us around by not answering our phone call.
There's just sat in there with all the other people that are like, come to buy a brand new BMW. Right, and that's what they're talking about. I think your car is coming off the shipping container next week. It should be with us very soon, and we will check it over for you. Mate.
Here's my big wad of money to give you.
I was well out of place there.
So that was what's going on in our lives.
Going on
so far, and we're back on the podcast. We're back on the videos again. We're gonna have to make more of an effort to do some decent videos.
You say that every time
for the tube. Well, it's not really me that has to make more of an effort for the tube.
Right.
Tom's gonna make more of an effort.
I'll put one on now after
promises. Not just shorts. I'm on about long form videos. We need, right. And it needs to be both of us. It needs to be DP, TG, not one a DP and one a TG.
Right.
So we'll do something soon. We'll do a decent video or something. Not sure what yet, but we'll figure something out.
We'll go for a drive in the Beamer and the Golf, and we'll go for a dunk in the river.
Yeah, we'll do something cool. Yeah,
we're mishing it through the woods.
We'll do.
Did you see them pictures? Did you see what Noah was wearing?
Yeah, you seen him with the ghillie suit.
The ghillie suit. Real cool. Just disappeared. It was like, especially it was getting dark on the way back. He's just like ghillied.
And for the next podcast, we're going to try and have a special guest. He's a very special person. Super special. And it'll be hilarious, I think it will.
We got some Fuga guests lined up, but hopefully we get
the special one tomorrow.
And we've got some. Well, we've got one theme for one of the podcasts, not the one with him, but
yeah. This
was just getting back into it again, wasn't it? Episode 5.
And if there's anyone out there who actually watches this that we know, and you've got something interesting, give us a like. Obviously, subscribe.
Well, if they've got something interesting to say.
If you've got some interesting topics, yeah.
All right, I want some topics to suggest.
We'll come on the podcast and we'll set it up. We'll have.
We'll take them on. We'll take on some guests.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do, just to make it a little bit more interesting.
Done.
Podcast 5 out. Outro. TGTB. In a bit, y'all.